Kind of panicked this morning. And I'm thinking, how am I going to fit in all these other projects that I have planned for you in 2 weeks, in less than a week? And so I'm thinking about maybe we need to spend the summer here together so I could get everything out. What do you think? We spend the summer, extend the semester? Yes? Yes? Yes?
Keep me from going home. Said keep me from going home.
That's right. Yeah, think about it. The three of us, all of us together all summer. That'd be good. Learning about color. Yes, Hannah. Good idea. Not a good idea to learn about color.
I mean, yes, that's a good idea, but
Not over your summer break. Wow. So I'm going to compromise, and I'm going to have to cut back on some of the projects I'd originally planned for you, but that's okay. And because I had this realization, it occurred to me that you have a final next week too. And I think the day of your final is what, Thursday? Is it Thursday?
I thought it was
Friday?
May 9th, Monday after.
Is it Monday? That's why, okay, because my
It's like 2
9 o'clock is on Friday. And what time is our final?
2 to 4. I think.
2 to 4, okay. So the earlier, that Monday, everything is going to be due. You're going to have to come to class with your paintings finished. You're going to come to class, we're going to have a critique, you're going to stand in front, and you're going to talk about your process based on what you heard from the critique with what you have now, okay? Was there any difference, no difference, what were the differences? You were, whatever, okay? But you're going to address that, you're going to take the paintings home with you. The second thing you're going to do that day is you are going to present to me a portfolio of your work of the work that you've redone, a portfolio of the work that you did over the semester. On Wednesday, I am going to provide you with a handout, an inventory list of all of the projects that I want in the portfolio. It won't be all of the projects you did. It will be a very specific list of projects. Now, these projects, I will give you a list that not only will tell you what they are, we're going to go through them individually, but it'll also have descriptions on what I need to make sure you have in them, and the order in which they need to appear. So on Wednesday, I'm going to go over the final portfolio with you, okay? I will go over what needs to be turned in, your brushes need to be turned in, and also how you're going to present the portfolio to me. The portfolio will be due as on the day of your final, which is that Monday. With the 9 o'clock group, what I did was they have a final with me on Friday at 11, but I did not think it was fair to also have them turn in their portfolios that Friday. I am giving them, like I'm giving you, that weekend to be able to finish their portfolios, okay? So their work will be due that Monday as your work will be due that Monday, okay? You guys are gonna have more time to work on your portraits though than they will. So that's the trade-off for them. I did say at the end of that last day, you're also turning in your brushes too. I need those brushes as well. And again, that's going to be listed on the inventory sheet that I'm going to cover for you. All right. So that's getting us ready for the end of the semester. Now I'm going to give you 2 homework assignments, and I'll give you 2 different deadlines for them. The first one is based off of this project, Gray on Gray. Okay? I have been saying to you that the mid palettes, magenta, yellow, and cyan, is a subtractive palette. And what that means is that if I were to mix all 3 primaries together in that palette, I should get black, correct? Subtractive. Now we proved that with Gray on Gray. So is there a green? That's it. This is a dead one. Now, we proved that with the gray on gray assignment, where with gray on gray, we did this mini hue circle that had lots of different grays on it, and white 50%. And so while you were working on making swatches, you were focusing on an individual swatch as a gray. But when you put up your composition, we're actually looking at a variety of swatches that represent hue and are at 50% and overall represent a gray, a concept of gray, correct? Okay. Come forward and come forward. Better yet, you stay, because I know you're sick, right? Okay, you come forward. And I want you to turn around. Oh, right there. Go. And right there. Can I move your hair? Or can you move your hair out? Black and black. Are they exactly the same black? No, they are not. Good, thank you. Thank you. If I look at his hat, look at his jacket, are they the same black?
Not quite.
May I have your cap? Okay. If I said, what color is this? We'd all say black, correct? But if I compare it, it's okay, to his jacket, look at the difference in color. Oh my God, huge difference. Okay, thank you. So what does that mean? Black is not one entity. Black is yellow black, orange black, red black, violet black, blue black, green blacks, yellow green blacks, all sorts of blacks. Okay? So without any white at all. So your new composition is called black on black, 95 to 100%. And what it is the same process of gray on gray, except no white now. And what you were showing is a variety of blacks with subtle hints of hue in them. And you're collaging them together for a black on black project, okay? The size is 10 by 10? Yeah.
No, wait, 9 by 9.
9 by 9?
Yeah.
On the YouTube video, it says 9 by 9, and on your video that you sent on Facebook, it's 8 by 8. So.
Okay, 9 by 9. 9 by 9. And it is same process, same thing, no white. Now, let me warn you about something. You might be tempted to make some black on your glass and kick in some black from your tube. Don't do that, because that black will ruin your color. I'll be able to tell. Do not do that. You only work from your mid palette. No black out of the tube. Do not use your black out of the tube, because it'll mess you up and you'll have to redo it. If I start off with a hue to make a black, which hue should I start off with? Any thoughts? Yes.
Cyan.
Sorry?
Cyan.
Cyan. Why?
I feel like that'd be the easier color to start with for making the black. I don't really know how to describe it.
Looks like you're gonna say something.
I don't know, I just feel like it's like the at least like the paint we have, it's like the darkest.
I would start off with the darkest hue that I have in the hue circle. Is it cyan?
Magenta.
Is it magenta?
No.
How about we compromise and say it's violet? Okay? So if you start off with a good dark violet, add yellow, neutralize, add yellow, neutralize, add yellow, neutralize it, get to a neutral black where you cannot see hue, walk it around the palette. Okay? That would be my advice to you. This is due on Monday, so you have 7 days to do this project.
On the 9 by 9.
Yes. Yeah. Okay? Yes.
Does it matter if we have white poster board?
No, just so long as you back it and don't show, somebody in the earlier class put their composition and did like a, oh, actually, I'll show you. Notice how the black makes this look a lot lighter? That's why you don't want to do that, okay? All right. So, mounted on poster board, I don't care if it's black or white, just make sure it's clean, make sure that it's 9x9, and make sure that it's a variety of blacks, okay? Good. Any other questions? Next homework. This is due on Wednesday. Before I explain the homework to you, I want to share with you an example. So, this weekend, Saturday, I went to Walmart. I had to go to Walmart. Everybody's got to go to Walmart. And I was in the produce section. And nobody was looking. And I noticed that the cameras were over askew. And I went up to the orange section and I got an orange. And I stole the orange. I'm klepto. I stole an orange. And you're the only one that knows this. I got away with it. That's my secret. A secret shared with you. So, now that I've shared a secret with you, I'm going to ask you to share a secret with me. Okay? And you're going to share this secret with me in the form of a composition. The composition is going to be called Flesh Me. Okay? The composition is digital. It's on Adobe Illustrator. It is, your compositions digitally are 10 by 10, right?
Yeah, sure.
10 by 10 inches, CMYK palettes. And the palette is actually a tertiary palette of flesh. In this case, my flesh. Your flesh, your flesh, your flesh, okay? So you are going to find, because your flesh is actually made of a tertiary palette, you're actually going to use a color photograph and Photoshop and the eyedropper to find out what colors you're made out of, okay? So the entire composition, 10 by 10, has got to be your flesh. And I want more, I want a lot of flesh variations of your flesh. It's your signature, it's who you are, it's the combination of colors that make you up, okay? And because it's a confessional piece, I'm going to confess my confession to you, like I just did. Now I'm going to make a composition based on that confession. So, because as I was at Walmart, maybe I'm going to use the Walmart colors right in here as part of it. And then, because I stole an orange at Walmart, I'm going to use some of the colors from orange in here. And I'm going to push them out because I stole it. Got it? So it's an abstract composition that confesses who I am in flesh color and what I did. Now, what I don't want, as you should know this by now, is I don't want images of an orange with a leaf and a red, I don't want literal words or illustrations or objects. I want this to be abstract. Because while you're confessing something, you don't want your mom to know, when she sees it, she's going, are you kidding me? Did you really, we want to be able to go, what do you think, Mom? She goes, oh, lovely, really. And all you're saying is you murdered your neighbor or, killed your cat, right? But Mom thinks it's lovely, but the truth is it's on the piece. Got it? So you're thinking of something that you could, right? Now the bad thing about this is that you have to tell me what your confession is. I'm your confessor. So when you deposit, this is due on Wednesday, when you deposit it in Canvas, you're going to have to provide me with a brief paragraph of the confession and then let me open up the piece and see how you communicate that using color. If you go to Canvas, I have a link, a video link for you with how to be able to find the color palette of your flesh, okay? I've got everything written out on Canvas. This is due on Wednesday. Should you have any questions at all, you can ask them on Facebook, but it's pretty well spelled out and demonstrated. And what was else? Nobody will know your confession but me. So I won't rat on you. And please be mindful with what you tell me, because I don't really need to know that you killed your cat or, you know, or your neighbor. I have to report you. So just be mindful of what, but have fun with it. Okay? What? What? Hannah, you're laughing. Are you thinking of a confession already? Well, that's the problem. The hardest part of this is if you're like an angelic student and you have nothing to confess, then you better go and do something bad that you can confess, okay? So you might want to go kick a cat and not tell anybody so you can confess it. Sir, did you have a question? Oh,
Don't scratch me.
okay, go ahead.
I have a question about for the exam.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the day we'd also bring any excuses we have for being absent?
Yes, and I'll go over that on Wednesday too. It's written in the inventory sheet.
Okay.
You bring all of your excuses and turn them in at the end of the semester with your work and with your paintbrush, and I go match the dates with the dates that I have,
Okay.
and clear you of them like they're coupons. Okay? Thank you for that. Anything else?
When is the flush one due again?
When is what?
The flush me project due?
Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday?
Yes, ma'am. Like in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay? Have fun with it. Really have fun with it. Okay? We good? See you on Wednesday.